Hello everyone, welcome to yet another video. So we will continue to model the character. We just finished modeling the head. We are creating an evil character model and animation in Maya and Mixamo. So let's continue our modeling in Maya. So this is where we stopped last class. So if you are watching this video and didn't see this part, then I have posted the link in the description for the other videos, so you can check out the other videos there. All right, so for the body I will create another box and I will use 0.5 and height will be 1.5. okay, and then we will move it up and this will be around 2.5 I guess. Okay, and then we need subdivisions for the height. So 3, 4 actually, and then we need 1, 2. All right, so we need to mirror this, so we'll need a middle line, and this is fine. All right, so now I'll go to vertex mode and we will try to keep this square in this. Okay, so we'll select this and scale it. Maybe here we can see the square. We want this to be square, and this is not a square, so maybe we will need one more line there. So we'll make it 5, and because we scaled it, loses its shape. So we'll just bring it back. And if you want this to be straight, you select all of these and click the scale tool and just scale it. All right. So we got this. Now we need to model the leg, and we need a gap here. So what we will do is we'll simply scale it in the middle like this, and this is where the leg is going to come down from. Okay, so this has to be face, this has to be a square. Okay, so I'll scale this in a couple of ways so that it becomes a square. Okay, so this is where the leg will come down. I'll go to the front view and then we can keep it here. Okay, so that's where the leg will come from, and this is where the hand will come from. So I'll select this and I'll scale this small. All right, so shift and move once and twice, that is the hand. Okay, same way, select this, shift and move down once, rotate it, scale it, and shift again to move it down, and that would be the leg. All right, we will further shift and move it down until this becomes a square. Okay, and then this is the side view vertex, this goes back. Okay, so we'll get that sharpness in the back. Then go to face, select the front side, shift and extrude it once, and shift and extrude it one more time, These are the fingers, and then this will be the pointy front side, which moves up like this. Okay, so you can see that this vertex, we can try to move it at an angle. If you want, you can select this and move it down, so that becomes our foot. Okay, if you want, this can be moved at an angle like that. And in the top view, wireframe, and you can select these and move to the right. It's in the middle here. Okay, so this is how the foot will look. Hit the 3 key to flatten it. 1. If you want, you can scale the whole thing out. One, and then we need subdivision here, so we'll get the sharp base. So go to mesh tools, insert edge loop, and we'll insert an edge loop at the base here. So if you hit the 3 key, you get object mode. You get that flatness in the foot. Okay, now the other thing about the foot is, go to 1, and knee has to be moved in the front slightly. Okay, that's it. Now the elbow, again we will do the same thing, maybe a little less. The proportions have to be right, so we don't want it to be too long because the finger will come till here, I guess. So that to here. So if you rotate it, that looks okay. And then it will move in the back here. Okay, so now we will model the hand. So for hand, what we need to do is go to face again, select this one, and I will shift and extrude it once. This is the area of hand from the wrist to the thumb. Then this is the thumb area. Then this is the area outside the thumb. Okay, so this is our palm. This will be moved out a little bit, and our thumb will move this a little bit here, and this goes back. Okay, so this is where the thumb will come. Move this further out, so this is where the thumb will come. Then we'll select all of this, and our wrist is narrow. Okay, not the wrist but the hand, and then the wrist we can make it narrow. Now we'll extrude the thumb, so we'll go to face, select this again in the top view, shift and move out the first bend, rotate it going in this direction, and shift and extrude it out again, rotate. So there's only one bend in the thumb, and then I'll shift and extrude it again for the evil nails, or whatever the finger is, and we will, the side view, move it down, so it will bend down. Alright, so that's the thumb. Now we need fingers. So one thing about the hand is that this one is ahead of this one. Okay, we can try to add some more detail there. Alright, so we need more segments here. We'll extrude 3 fingers, but we need 2 lines here. So we're going to go to mesh tool, and we're going to use multi-cut. We'll cut it from here. Okay, so from here to here, and then we will cut it here, and then we have to go back where we started. So you zoom in, and it is this area, enter. So we went from here to here, and then this is going to create a second line. Okay, and then here and here, we'll end it here, enter. Okay, so you can see that these two are on top of each other. Okay, so this is the first one. So here they are not exactly on top of each other. We'll make it straight. Okay, so we get these 3 fingers, 1, 2 and 3. That's how our hand will be. So you can see that we have these 3. So we'll go to face, and then I'll select this one, shift, select this one, and then this will be the first finger joint, second finger joint, third finger joint, and the evil nails. And select this and scale, select this and scale. Again, go to the top view, and we are going to move these away. So this becomes, he goes here, this goes this side. Then we'll try to move these away. This is because when we will do the rigging, we want the other bones to not influence these bones. Even though in this particular tutorial we are not going to do rigging, but when we do rigging, we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4 scaling. Okay, then you can go to vertex, and every time the finger will start getting narrower. Okay, so we'll make this narrow, we'll make this narrow, then we'll make this narrow, we'll make this narrow, we'll make this narrow. Same with this. Okay. Now these look kind of long, so you can try to shorten them. You don't want crazy long fingers. You don't want short either. Okay. And again, this modeling, it takes time, but I'm just doing it real fast so that we can finish the tutorial in less time, but you can spend time creating some good looking geometry. And then we'll move this down. Okay, and then we need curves there, so we'll go to mesh tool, insert edge loop, and then we'll need one edge loop here, we'll need one edge loop here, we'll need one here and one here, and this one moves up, so you ever slightly move it up so you get that curve. Trying to show you the curve that we get. I don't need to see that because I know it is going to be a curve. So you move that and you move it up. You select this and move it up. And you select this and move it up to create that pointy curved nails. Alright. And then the whole thing, I will rotate it to follow the curve. Alright. So basically that's our hand, and we can further decide how skinny you want things to be or narrow you want it to be. I think this looks good. Now what we will do is we will get rid of the other half. Delete. Okay, and then you can look at how our character is looking by hitting the 3 key. So you can see that we have the evil fingers and we have the evil leg. Now the other thing is that our geometry needs to be, I think that this hand is kind of long, so we can make it shorter. Okay. If you think that the leg, the body is too big, long also, we can start moving it up and make it shorter. Good part about this is that this is not a real looking character, so it can have any proportions. Alright, you can even make this face skinnier if you want. Alright, so now we need to add some segments where the character is going to bend. So we're going to add a lot of edge loops. Okay, so we'll add more geometry into the character here. We need one in here. We need squarish polygons. Okay, so we try to make things squarish. And the other thing is wherever there is a joint, the character is going to bend here. So we'll add 3 joints. Okay, one here, one here. This is the elbow. This is where the character is going to bend, so we'll add 2 here. This is the knee, one up, one down. The character will bend here, so one here, one here. The character is going to bend here. Then the character will bend here and here. Okay, so all these, and then these can be here. And then what you can do is you can try to create a nice flow of curves. Okay, try to keep that equidistant. Okay. Here. Okay, so that should flow nicely. So this is one curve, this is the second curve, and this is the third curve. Same thing here. It has to flow like this. It has to flow like this. Then we need a lot of edge loops here. So this will be on this side of the wrist, on this side of the wrist. This is the thumb. We need 2 here, 3 here, one on this side, one on this side. Okay, so we will need one here, for this finger, for this finger. This is where the finger bends. This is where the finger bends. This is where the finger bends. It bends here. It bends here. It bends here. Okay, so these are all the bends. I think that my thumb is a little long, or maybe this is too. Okay, so we add all this geometry and make things flow nicely. And then object mode, the 3 key, and see how things are looking. So this is going to be our character. Okay, so everything looks good. Yes, evil fingers, evil arm, evil leg. Alright. The arm, I think, is still very long. So the fingers can be shorter. This can entire arm can be shorter. This can be shorter. All right. So you can work with the proportions. It's a matter of moving the vertices. Now everything is right. We're going to go to win mesh mirror. Okay, we'll try this as a minus and that works. Okay, so we are done. We hit the 3 key. We get this. So last minute changes now. It's not a very ideal thing to do, but you can fix things the way you want, and then you can again later on fix things the way you want. So I can select this and scale it out. Whatever you want to do with the character. Now the collar. Alright, so again we have to use a multi-cut tool for the collar. These top vertices will be scaled inside. So the collar, we need more geometry, so mesh tools, insert multi-cut, and then I'll cut from here to here to here. Finish it off here, then cut from this side to here, and finish it off here. For some reason this doesn't work, so you have to do it again. Enter key and then cut it here. When you are cutting something, now this vertex there should be only one vertex here. If it is not there, then you have to select those vertices and merge them. But in my case, that's not the issue, so it's fine. Now we'll go to merge. I don't know where it is. Edit mesh, merge. Okay, so we'll have to merge those vertices. All right. Now what we need to do is select. Okay, so this vertex is not in the right place, so we'll move it. This is not in the right place, so we'll move it. So these two shifts, these two will get an evil neck, scale it out, and then this can further move in, and that's what we get. Okay, so if you hit the 3 key, it goes back to normal, and we want that to keep shape. So I'll go to edge, and we'll select this one, this one, this one. So all the top edges. This one. Okay, so these are the top edges, and we simply go to edit mesh, bevel. Okay, so 0.1 is looking good in my case. Then if you hit the 3 key, then it becomes sharp. Okay, so it has like the evil neck, then the entire face. This looks like a cockroach now. Edit, delete by type, history. This face is too big, so maybe I'll make it small, something that matches the geometry. Okay, edit, delete by type, history. Okay, I think I need this overall character to be a little thick, so we can select all these vertices and make the character thick. Okay, now that looks good. We have the character. Uh, Assign new material. Lambert. We'll name this character. Then we need to make it 0.2, so we get the same. Okay, so I'm trying to match the color to the head. So this looks good. Okay, and then in Mixamo, we need the neck. So we'll have to create a cylinder, channel box, 0.1, 0.02, 0.02, 0.2, assign existing material character. Perspective. That's where we can see. Okay, height segment, subdivision height 3, and shading wireframe. Subdivision height 3, vertex, simply scale it out just in case. Okay, so that is going to be the neck. Neck is only for modeling. We don't want the neck to be there in the end, but it has to be there. So that's about it. Our character is done, and then we will take it into Mixamo and animate it. One thing you have to do is go to mesh, smooth, and subdivision should be 2. Again here mesh, smooth, subdivision should be 2. File, save, modify, freeze transformation, this guy modify, freeze transformation, everything is frozen, this is character body, evil character face. Okay, so once this is done, in the next class we'll do the Mixamo and the final rendering. So thank you very much for watching.